The Bristol, Tennessee Better Property Board to order for May the 28th, 2020. First order of business is roll call, and my name is Pam Offield.
Randy Cook.
John Cartwright.
Wayne Humphrey.
George Knoll.
Let the record show that we do have a full quorum and we can conduct business. Now, Ms. Carey is going to give our disclaimer as to why we're having this meeting virtually instead of in person.
Governor Lee's Executive Order number 16, which has been extended by Executive Order number 34, suspended certain parts of the Open Meetings Act to the extent necessary to allow governing bodies to conduct their essential business by electronic means rather than being required to gather a quorum of members physically in the same location. The governing body should make a determination that meeting electronically is necessary to protect the health, safety, and welfare of Tennesseans in light of the COVID-19 outbreak. At this time, it would be appropriate for the members to discuss whether they believe that meeting electronically is necessary and vote accordingly. If members do not agree that meeting electronically is appropriate at this time, then this meeting should be adjourned until such time as members can meet in person. And please vote by roll call.
Thank you, Ms. Carey. Now, has everyone had a chance to read the minutes from the Bristol, Tennessee Better Property Board for April the 23rd of 2020?
Can we go ahead and vote? Make sure that we have to do a roll call vote by make sure everyone agrees with the electronic meeting.
Okay. Do I hear a motion that we accept the virtual workshop for the May 28th meeting?
So moved.
Made.
Okay, do I have a second?
I second it.
Okay. Those in favor, I'll call for individual ones. George?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
Let the record show that a motion is carried. We do have a quorum voting for it and it will pass. So we will have a virtual workshop today. Now we're going on to approval of the minutes for April the 23rd of 2020. Has everyone had a chance to read those minutes?
Yes.
Yep.
Do I hear any corrections or additions to those minutes?
Nope. I move we accept the minutes as submitted.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor that we accept the minutes for the April 23rd, 2020 meeting. Any further discussion? All in favor, George?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
That the record show the motion is carried and we will be able to accept the minutes for April 23rd, 2020. Moving on to preliminary investigations. The first one we have is 2100 Anderson Street. Ms. Cheyenne, you want to tell us about that?
Yes, so code enforcement received a complaint regarding the inoperable unregistered vehicles, the junk and debris, and illegal use of a camper located at this property. We did start a case on it and we issued a notice of violation on April 21st, and we haven't had any response from the property owners. They've not tried to contact us and they've not made any attempts to violations that stand. So staff is requesting that we have a public hearing for this property at the June 25th, 2020 meeting.
Okay, after this comes to us, if we do vote for a public hearing, will it be brought back as trash and debris or we brought back just as a regular hearing?
I think just as a since there's so much involved.
I'm sorry, you broke up.
I think as a progress report, since there's so much involved with it.
Okay.
This is Randy. I move we have a public hearing on the property at 2100 Anderson Street due to illegal or inoperable unregistered vehicles, junk and debris, and illegal occupancy of a camper located at the property.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor that we have a public hearing on the property located at 2100 Anderson Street due to inoperable unregistered vehicles, junk and debris, and illegal occupancy of a camper.
Yeah, and I forgot to say June 25th for the public hearing.
The June 25th public hearing, that's correct. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor, George,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
Randy,
Aye.
Wayne?
Aye.
Let the record show that a motion has carried, so we were having a public hearing at the June 25th meeting on the property located at 2100 Anderson Street. Now we're going on to the next property, and it too is on Anderson, but it's 1205 Anderson Street.
This one came to us. We've received numerous complaints regarding this property because of the tarp-covered leaking roof. There's some broken windows, some damaged siding and guttering, and there's some junk and debris in the back. We have had previous cases on this property in the past, and staff is requesting a public hearing on this one at the June 25th, 2020 meeting as well.
How long has the tarp's been on that roof?
For quite some time. I had an open case on it in, I think, November of 2019, and they came in and applied for a roofing permit, and they said, from my understanding, the repairs that were needed were minor enough to where they could just do it without the permit. They were just patches. So the permit was void, and have remained on the roof since then. So I don't see as anything's been fixed.
So that permit has expired.
Yes.
Okay. And where is the junk and debris on the property?
They have some cinder blocks in the back. They have a couple random trash cans that they're house trash cans that are out back, as well as the brush pile there. And there's some, it looks to be tarps laying underneath the brush pile.
Oh, okay. We don't have a picture of that, do we?
It should be up on the screen now. There's the brush pile there.
See the brush pile and something blue.
Yeah, here's the cinder blocks.
Yeah, I
Here's
see that.
trash cans against the house, which they may use that for outdoor trash, and that's fine, but targeting the cinder blocks and the brush pile.
Okay.
I make a motion that we have a public hearing on 20th June for the property located at 1205 Anderson Street due to numerous complaints regarding the tarps on the roof, leaking roof, unmaintained siding and gutters, and junk and debris.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor that we have a public hearing on the property located at 1205 Anderson Street at the June 25th meeting due to tarp covering the roof, leaking roof, unmaintained siding, gutters, junk, and debris. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. George?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Randy?
Aye.
Wayne?
Aye.
Let the record show that a motion has carried, and we will have a public hearing at the June 25th meeting on the property located at 1205 Anderson Street. Now we're going on to public hearings, and we have none. Going on to trash and debris, and we have none. Going on to old business, and we have none. So we're going on to progress report, and we have the first one up is 2442 Broad Street. And I do understand that there is someone in the Zoom that is representing this property. Is that correct?
There's supposed to be somebody, Tim's supposed to be getting them set up right now.
Okay.
The neighbors. That have been here before.
No, Pam, they're just the neighbors next door. They're not representing the property.
Okay.
But
do
they don't
we-
want to talk. They don't want to speak. They just want to listen to it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Tim.
Yes.
Okay, so this one, we've had an active case on this one since early 2019. We've been to court with the property owner, Brittany Haskins. She's been under $50 a day fine since August of 2019. There was a building permit that was issued to the property owner in late 2019, and they didn't request any inspections, and no inspections were performed. The permit is now expired. We've not had any contact with the property owner. I've sent emails, left messages, left notes at the door, mailed stuff. We've not received any kind of interaction with them. So we did go in January with an inspection warrant and obtained a damage assessment. And it was myself at the time. And that's when Matt was new and just coming on board. So he was learning all the software, and he did the damage assessment based on photo evidence. So he hadn't been inside the property in January. So the damage assessment estimate was lower in January than what we have today. We did obtain a second inspection warrant and go into the property last week. Matt went with me, and he was able to really look at everything thoroughly. So that's why the new damage assessment is so high.
Okay. So what about the court order? Have they applied to that at all, or is that still in effect?
It is still in effect. They are still under $50 a day fine, and they've not made any payments on it. So since we did the second damage assessment, it came out to be an estimated 96.1% of substantial damage, including significant damage to the doors and windows, flooring, the HVAC, electrical, and roof covering. And based on that estimated damage assessment, we are requesting an order to demolish.
Okay.
I make a motion that we issue an order to demolish on 2442 Broad Street.
John, first of all, we have to rescind the order to repair, which we did issue on that property,
Okay.
before we can do the order to demolish.
All right. I make a motion that we rescind the order to repair on 2442 Broad Street due to inactivity at the location.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor that we issue an order to rescind the order to repair that was issued back in January of 2020 due to inactivity and inability to contact the owners. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. George?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Randy?
Aye.
Wayne?
Aye.
Let the record show that motion has carried, and we can, the order to repair has been rescinded. Now, John?
All right. I make a motion for an order to demolish on 2442 Broad Street due to the numerous complaints of dilapidated conditions of the interior and exterior, as well as junk and debris in the backyard, the inability of the property owner to repair the property or show any action, the ongoing $50 a day court fine, and the failure to submit to the order to repair. And based on the second damage assessment of 96.1%.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor that we issue an order to demolish the property located at 2442 Broad Street due to the 96.1 damage assessment on the house due to doors, windows, flooring, HVAC, electrical, and roof coverings. And the fact that the property has not been, they have not contacted and they have not followed through with the court order back in 2019 to repair. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. George?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Randy?
Aye.
Wayne?
Aye.
Let the record show the motion is carried and issue an order to demolish on the property located at 2442 Broad Street. Okay, next one we're going to is, and be sure and thank the neighbors for coming to join this virtual workshop. Next one we're going to go to is 1455 East State Street. Let's hear about that one, Cheyenne. Where'd Cheyenne go? Cheyenne. Has been demolished. All building materials have been removed, grass and seeded, straw has been sown, the erosion control and finally demo inspections have been passed and the permit has been completed. We are asking for an order to close this file.
I move we close the file on the property at 1455 East State Street.
Sorry, my Zoom cut out.
We understand that. We're
Second.
voting now. Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor that we close the file located at 1455 East State Street due to completion of the order from the Better Property Board. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Wayne, excuse me, George,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
Randy,
Aye.
Wayne.
Aye.
Let the record show the motion has carried. We are going to close the file on 1455 East State Street. Now we're going on to 124 16th Street. Looks to me like we might have some activity on that property, Cheyenne.
Yeah, we do. Richard Hollinser is the new property owner, and he has possession of the home now, and it is in his name. The bank has transferred everything over to him, and he does have an active building permit. He had a partially passed electrical inspection, and they've been there every time that I've gone by recently. Somebody's there working. They've removed one of the inoperable vehicles, and previously the board issued an order of completion to be for today, May 28th. So staff is just requesting that we extend that completion date to August 27th and to have a progress report at the August 27th meeting, since there is progress being made.
Discussion?
Make a motion that we issue a completion date for August 27th, 2020. Progress report to be completed by August 27th, 2020 for the property at 124 16th Street.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor that we do extend the date of completion to August the 27th on the property located at 124 16th Street. Is there any further discussion?
I have a question for Cheyenne.
Mhm.
Cheyenne, has the property owner indicated that he thinks he can get it done by then?
He has, yes. I've been in contact with him.
Okay, that's the answer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, is there any further discussion? All in favor, George?
Aye.
John? John?
I said aye.
No. Randy?
Aye.
Wayne?
Aye.
Let the record show that motion is carried. So we're going to extend the date due with a progress report at the August 27th meeting on the property located at 124 16th Street. All right, moving right along to 901 Georgia Avenue.
You guys are familiar with this one. The initial complaint came in June of 2018, and that was for work being done without permits. A stop work order was issued, and about a week later, it was posted unfit for occupancy, and it's been posted unfit since that date. The current property owner is Andrea Nicole Stickle, and she is incarcerated right now. Her power of attorney is her brother, and he's been in contact with us on and off regarding the repairs being made, and he did have a contractor earlier this year, and that contractor did not pan out. I've been in contact with Mr. St. Clair, which is Andrea's brother, today actually, and he does have a new contractor, and they've already gone in and got an estimate of the repairs. So originally, code enforcement was going to request that we issue an order to demolish, but since there's a new contractor involved and they've already gotten an estimate, I'm requesting that we just postpone this one and come back at the June 25th meeting. And I did advise that if there wasn't a building permit issued or applied for or issued by the June 25th meeting, that we would go forth with the order to demolish on this one.
Have we ever issued an order to repair on this property? It doesn't read like we have.
Yeah, an order to repair and secure was issued at the February 28th, 2019 meeting.
2019, okay.
We've been messing with this thing for over 2 years.
Okay.
Yes, I know. And we did do a damage assessment, and the substantial damage is estimated to be 91.4%. So it's definitely eligible for an order to demolish. This is the most progress we've seen from Mr. St. Clair, the power of attorney. So I feel as if, since he does have new contractors, I actually talked to the contractors this morning, and they feel as if they're ready to jump right in and do what needs to be done, they just have to be paid first. So I think we just need to maybe postpone this and allow one more opportunity, and then after that, we go ahead and issue the order to demolish.
Do I hear a motion that we have a progress report at the June 25th meeting on the property at 901 Georgia Avenue for a progress report?
So moved.
Do I have a second to that motion?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor that we do have a progress report at the June 25th meeting on the property at 901 Georgia Avenue, which at that time, we can make the decision of whether this property is going to go forward or if we're going to take other action. Any further discussion?
No slam on the staff and what they want, but I've looked at this long enough that I can't vote yes on it.
Okay. All right, first of all, George,
Yes.
John is a no.
No.
Randy,
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
Okay, we do have a quorum on that. 3 voted yes, 1 voted no. So we do have a quorum and we can approve this for a progress report at the June 25th meeting at 901 Georgia Avenue. All right. Now, is there anything else that needs to be brought before this board other than the fact that next month we shall go back to our regular meeting and not do this virtually, since the governor has declared that we can have 50 or more? Any comments from anybody, be it staff or members of the board? Okay. Is there anything else that needs to be brought before the board at this time? And I declare this board adjourned by common consent.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you all. It's been a pleasure. And we will see you in person next month, hopefully.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.